April 8th, 2024. This is the day we'll have the third solar eclipse in the same region within a period of approximately 7 years. Unlike many others, this eclipse shows itself differently. So that you can understand why this eclipse is different, it's important that we go back in time. And let us have a look at the book of Genesis, more specifically in chapter 1, verse 14 of the Holy Scriptures. It is clear in the book of Genesis that the Creator makes it clear that the sun, the moon, and the stars are not only for illuminating the day and the night, but also for marking the days and giving us signs. Few are seeing the big sign brought by the eclipse on April 8th this year of 2024. Few have the smarts to understand how the Creator communicates with the people. Jesus, 2,000 years ago, warned us that the sign of the prophet Jonah would be the only sign sent to a wicked, adulterous, apostate, and perverse generation.
Master, we would see a sign from thee.
An evil and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given to it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas. The men of Nineveh shall rise in judgment with this generation, and shall condemn it, because they repented at the preaching of Jonas, and behold, a greater than Jonas is here.
And in 2024, that is really very clear to our eyes. All of this becomes even clearer when we observe the prophecy of the prophet Joel, which shows us that, in the end times, the moon will turn into blood and the sun will turn into darkness. Once again, making it clear the signs coming from the heavens. Observing the history of blood moons and solar eclipses that have occurred over the past few years, we can see that the number of these events has been increasing, and that makes us realize that this eclipse on April 8th is really something completely different. Particularly when we connect this with the prophecy of Jonah, a prophet who spent a total of 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of a whale before delivering a sermon to Nineveh, a city that was deeply immersed in sins, but nevertheless had a tremendous chance of redemption and salvation. The route you're seeing on this map displayed on the screen is the path that the April 8th eclipse will take, crossing paths with the routes of the previous eclipses, which occurred in August 2017 and October 2023. At the first intersection, we see that the eclipse passes through a town named Jonah in Texas, in the United States, which makes a clear reference to the prophet Jonah. Interestingly, along its path, this very eclipse will pass through 8 cities with the name of Nineveh. And as if that wasn't enough, all of this will happen under a constellation named Cetus, which is known as the Whale constellation. The 3 roots of the 3 eclipses clearly allude to the Paleo-Hebrew alphabet, where we can observe the letters Aleph and Tav, with Aleph representing Alpha and Tav representing Omega. This clearly shows that the one who existed before is the same as the one who will exist after, symbolizing the beginning and the end, the termination and the start. It is almost like a signature for this celestial sign, indicating that it was intentionally placed in the stars to convey this profound message about the eternal nature of the divine presence. The path of the eclipse also goes through a city named Arca, making a big reference to the days of Noah, as described in Luke chapter 17. This shows that the end times will be similar to the days of Noah, when the great flood caught countless people by surprise. The eclipse serves as a reminder of the impending judgment and the need for spiritual preparedness in these last days. Likewise, it will happen when the Messiah returns, when not even nobody can know the day and the hour, and that many unprepared people, without observing the signs from the heavens, will literally be caught off guard. Continuing to examine the map, we come across another city called Rapture, which is a significant allusion to the concept of the rapture, where people are suddenly taken away. Apparently, this is the final sign given by the Creator himself to humanity. Looking at all this information, there is no way to say that all of this is just a coincidence. Clearly, something will kick off on April 8th, 2024, not only in a spiritual way, but also from a physical standpoint. The cover of The Economist magazine for the year 2024, still this year, also made a clear allusion to the importance of this solar eclipse, showing us a shift in political powers with a strong reference to the elections taking place in important countries around the world this year, but it also sends a clear subliminal message about the choice of a leader or a great leader who shows us the choice of power. Clearly, allowing the world, starting on April 8th, 2024, to make a big choice between choosing the Creator himself or clearly accepting the government of the only world leader who will, from now on, establish himself in the world. The significance of this decision cannot be overstated and will shape the future of global politics. This power shift shows the population literally divided, the blue and the red, the left and the right, capitalism and communism. The divide and conquer process enables the elite to gain increasing control over the population, which will serve as the foundation of the government's power, specifically the government of the Antichrist and the Anti-Messiah. And all of this apparently will commence in a significantly weightier manner moving forward, commencing from April 8th, 2024, more precisely from the eclipse that could serve as a substantial indication from the Creator, or the ultimate indication for humanity to repent from its actions. We need to keep our eyes open for all of this, not just the physical eyes, but mainly the spiritual eyes. And you? Are you ready for what's coming from April 8th, 2024? Leave your comments below.